Hi guys. I am just checking in on day 2 of the South Beach diet. I'm going to make a video today. I thought that when I started this that I was going to do a weekly check-in, but I thought that I would let you know how the reboot is going, and I'm just going to work through a couple different things with the reboot. So today is day 2, and I'm going to quickly cover a few things from day 1 and then day 2. So I opened up all my items. One of the first things I was going to talk to you about is the fact that I didn't know if the food that was sent was for the entire month or if it was just for the week. And after doing some research and looking that up, I have determined that it is indeed for the entire month. So that being said, once I dug into the weekly menu and the Jumpstart book that I had showed you guys on my other video, once I jumped into this and I started going through my days, because they're laid out for you, the menu is laid out right there. There are quite a few do-it-yourself meals and snacks and breakfast and stuff like that. So, and then I went online to check to make sure, and I did confirm that the package that I received was for the month. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about my first day. I did a weigh-in. I had everything ready. So I waited Saturday. I kind of got everything together, put everything in my fridge, made sure I had all my snacks, all my stuff ready to go. And then I thought about how I was going to document this, what I wanted to track. And so what I did when I woke up Sunday, I after using the restroom and everything, I weighed myself. So I weighed in at 192 pounds, which to me is, it's hard. It's hard to see that number. My youngest daughter is going to be 6, and I didn't even weigh that much when I had her. So I'm just wondering how things went wrong for me, and so that was kind of disheartening just to see that beginning number. But at the same time, it was motivating because I look back on before I had my youngest daughter, and I was like in one of the best shapes of my life. So it just definitely confirmed that this is right for me to be on this journey, and I don't want to get down on myself. So I was trying to see the positives in that too. So anyways, Sunday, June 7 is when I started, and there's a couple things that, first of all, I downloaded the app. So you get the app and you can log in and track all your foods and your snacks and your water and your exercise right on the South Beach Diet app. But if you don't have the app, I used the paper to write down a few things here, like the date. And then for like the do-it-yourself morning snacks, I wrote some things down on the paper because I logged that into my app later on in the day. So I just added a few notes. And then at the bottom, I put in my weight so I could track my weight. So again, I started at 192. I did set a goal on the app. It lets you set goals. And I am going to do small goals. I decided that I am not going to set like a 50-pound goal. I'm going to start with a 20-pound goal. So that way I can reach those goals and then set a new goal. So my overall goal is to I'm comfortable with my body weight at or around 160. So about 32 pounds is where I would feel good. 150 wouldn't be completely out of line for my height. But I'm going to start with a small goal. And my first goal is 170 pounds. Anyways, let's go through a couple things. So first of all, day 1, I told you how I was feeling. I want to talk a little bit about the food. So the first day, the just add eggs, ham and cheese scramble. Okay, so that was breakfast, and it was really cool because what I didn't realize is that you actually microwave the eggs. So I thought that you would have to use the pan and make your eggs and add the spinach, and that's not the case. You add your eggs right into the container, and it was really good. I added V8 spicy tomato juice to my breakfast because I knew that that's an option for a serving of vegetables, and you have to add 3 servings, at least 3 servings of vegetables per day along the way with your food. So South Beach Diet is not new, and this is something I actually tried out when it first came out many years ago. There was a big hype about it, and before there was all of the applications and technology, good old school books is what we had to go by. And so I've had this book for a really long time. This is actually an updated version. I have two. I have the first one from about 20 years ago. And then it was about 20 years ago, 15 years ago. And then I bought another updated book. I think I found it at a rummage. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what's changed. Well, I'll tell you what's changed. There's some new dairy products that you can have. And they added some of the dairy products back in to make it a little bit more user-friendly and a little bit more obtainable. But I absolutely love my book, and I refer back to this book, and I will use it during my journey. If you don't have the book, there's a lot of resources online. There's tons of different things on the app, which I'm going to talk about here shortly. But this book is really awesome because it has all your different phases. It has the menu completely laid out for you, just like you would follow with the weekly menu that was sent with the food. So I feel pretty good about that because this is only for a 7-day menu. And then after that, I'm going to have to use a meal guide. So I have my book that I can always go back to. And I have, as you can see, I have some of my corners flipped because there's just some of my favorite recipes from the days that I have saved. So anyways, if you have the book, it's extra helpful if you're like me and you like books. Otherwise, you can find it online. There's lots and lots of information. So the food was delicious. I'm going to get back to the food. So I had a DIY morning snack, and then I had to make my own lunch yesterday. And then the afternoon snack was a dark chocolate nut bar that was phenomenal. And then last night's dinner was South Beach Diet chicken, broccoli, and cauliflower rice, which was delish, and I put a little bit of sriracha on that and was good to go. It also suggests that you drink half of your body weight in water, and there is a tracker on the paper. You can either put yes or no if you hit your water weight, but if you use the app on your phone, you can track it on there, and that's primarily what I've been using. Okay, so the food. My favorite food from yesterday, I would have to say, was, man, it's a toss-up between breakfast and dinner. I'm going to go with the eggs and ham and cheese scramble. That was fabulous, you guys. The food is awesome. The food is delicious. It is. It doesn't taste like junk. So it's really good. It's really good food. Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Tracker app before I go on to day 2. So the Tracker app is easy to install. It's easy to sign up. You get to set your goals. You can set up your profile the way that you want. It automatically sets like the default for the program that you're using. So since I ordered silver and they knew that I was doing the body reboot, it automatically calculates the carb count, the net carb count, and the fat and everything, and the calories and stuff like that. So it was pretty much set up for me as soon as I logged in, which was really slick. So I really like that. I like that it's free with the program. It's easy, it's fast, it's pre-programmed with lots of meals. So when you're eating the South Beach Diet meals, those are all on the app already, and you just have to find it and add it. And then I also love that it shows your macros. So you can click on your macros, see how you're doing for the day, and whether or not you're staying within the target range. My dislikes for the app was that and this is going to be an issue because drives me nuts. It's the simplicity of using the barcode scanner. So the barcode scanner when you can scan the barcodes on your food to log the nutritional information, that does not work for everything. And a lot of times when I would scan my food, I would get an error message saying that the food cannot be found. So I was not thrilled about that. And then you have to add it yourself. Maybe it's just me being lazy, but it's just one of my dislikes of the app. And then the other thing that I didn't really like about the app was that it says that you have a coach, or you can contact somebody if you have any questions at South Beach, and I could not find where to contact somebody or get like help from a coach right on the app. So maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm going to find it or discover it along the way, but I could only find the contact 1-800 number. And normally I would rather have like a chat head where you can actually chat with somebody right then if you have a question. Because I was questioning like with like the do-it-yourself, it'll say 1 protein and 1 healthy fat. Well, on the back of this, it does tell you what 1 protein or 1 healthy fat looks like, but it doesn't give specifics. So if you look at like protein, it says examples: chicken, ground turkey, eggs, fish and beef, right there. And, but it doesn't say how much. So like 3 ounces, 4 ounces. What is 1 protein, right? Okay. So that was one of the things that I still got to figure this out. I'm still working towards that, but that was one of the things that I noticed that I wanted to ask somebody at South Beach about that, and I couldn't figure out how to get a hold of anyone. So I'm sure if I called the 1-800 number and was patient and went through the steps, I could eventually get a hold of a customer service rep, or maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. So to be continued on that. All right, so day 2. Day 2, I woke up this morning. I felt good. I felt good because I knew that I ate healthy yesterday. I felt good because I knew I did not binge eat on junk food or put any junk food into my body. That felt good. I exercised. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to talk to you about, but I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Exercise. So today felt good. Today I had I weighed in. I went to the bathroom, same routine as I did yesterday. Weighed myself, and today it was 190. So I'm down 2 pounds, which one will assume is water weight. Obviously, I didn't lose 2 pounds of fat overnight. It's a lot of fat. So I'm assuming that's water weight because you drink so much water and you're constantly flushing the water out of your system. All right, so I felt really good getting up this morning. I felt really, really excited after I saw that, because yesterday I did have a little bit of, thought in my mind, like, what if this doesn't work? What if I don't lose weight? What if? But it did. And at least day 2, I was like, wow, okay. So, do it yourself breakfast this morning instead of the just add eggs ham scramble. So I used my knowledge of this diet and kind of keto friendly foods to whip something together, and I tracked it on my tracker so that it would calculate all the nutritional value. But I could always go back to this. So if I'm not sure what I want to have on one of my do-it-myself breakfasts, I can go back to this book. I can go to phase 1, and I can look at, there's a lot of recipes in here for phase 1 and the whole list of foods that you can have. Okay, so then for this morning, for my snack, was a keto-friendly shake. I used unsweetened almond milk, vanilla almond milk. There's like really not very many carbs. So I used 1 serving of that, and then I used simultaneous, no, that's not the word I'm looking for. I used the same amount in water. So I think I did a cup of almond milk and a cup of water. So the shake was phenomenal. It was like a caramel chocolate shake. It was so good, you guys. It was so good that I put water in my blender and made sure to get every last drop out of there. Okay. And then for lunch was the South Beach Diet mushroom parmesan with chicken. And I got to tell you, it comes in like one of those little soup cups, kind of like a little warm up. You can warm it in the microwave. I went out to my garden. I picked out a cup of kale, fresh kale, and then I took about a half a cup of broccoli and cauliflower and warmed that up, and I poured the soup on top. Added sriracha and salt because you're supposed to add salt to your food to replace your electrolytes. So I added, oh my gosh, I just cannot explain to you. That was delicious. It was just delicious. It was filling. It was delicious. It was flavorful. It tastes fresh. It tastes fattening. It tastes like, ooh, I don't know that I should be eating this. Like, it was that good. Okay, so I kind of snuck in about 1.5 of my veggies there, and then I had added my V8 again this morning to my breakfast, so I got at least 2.5 servings of my veggies in today. All right, so afternoon snack today is the dark chocolate nut bar again, which I'm about to have that right now. And then tonight, South Beach Diet chicken Roma, which I will have with a serving of vegetables. So that's where I'm at. So far today, my mushroom Parmesan soup with chicken over kale and vegetables is the bomb. It tasted like a cheesy broccoli soup. Awesome. It was awesome. So I will tell you this. The food is good. The food is really good. The serving sizes are really good. You have to add your veggies. Okay? So I've been drinking my water today. I'm doing good on my water. Let me think here. What else was I going to talk to you about? Oh, exercise. Okay. So the next thing I'm just going to quickly talk to you about is exercise. So this diet suggests that since you're doing like a keto or a lower carb, that you need to break your exercise up into 3 10-minute increments. So yesterday I only did 20 minutes because I was pretty tired, and I didn't get to exercise until later in the evening, but I did like a walk at home on YouTube, which is great. It's like a 2-mile walk, 20 minutes. I got my exercise in. I broke a sweat. I felt good. Today I woke up. I was feeling good this morning. I did an ab routine. I think I did like 10 to 20 minutes of my abs, and then I do plan on doing 20 minutes of my walk tonight. It's like roughly 17 to 18 minutes, and there are different walks you can do. If you go to YouTube and you search up like 1 mile walk at home or 2 mile walk at home, I think you'll see what I am talking about. So anyways, that's where I'm at. I'm feeling pretty good. I might even go do my walk right now after I have my bar, because then I could get that done and out of the way and relax and hang with my family for the rest of the night. So anyways, just wanted to touch base with you, and I will make another video tomorrow to track. I'm going to track my daily. And I did take a before picture, and I'm not going to post the after picture until I have met my goal, and then I will start all over again. So, yeah, that is my review on the South Beach Diet so far, day 2. Have a great one.